Okay, today's video, we're going to talk about how to improve that expected landing page score that Google gives you, which raises your cost per click an astronomical amount if they're giving you an expected landing page experience of average or below average, especially. And what you can do to get this to where you get an above average rating almost every time. This is a turnkey strategy right here for you to be able to use to get the above average rating for each keyword on the expected landing page score. I'll tell you right up front, until you have had about 1,000 clicks or more on each individual keyword that you're targeting, your landing page, no matter how good it is design-wise to get a user to act or convert at a high rate, isn't going to really affect what you're paying per click until then, because the algorithm needs data, and it needs a lot of data to know that your landing page is actually good. Before then, pre-1,000 clicks on that keyword, your expected landing page score is going to be what Google mainly looks at to determine your cost per click and whether you're paying, $7 a click or $3 a click. If you go ahead and look at the Google keyword tool and type in your keywords, a few of your keywords that you're targeting, you'll see that there's an expected high estimated cost per click and estimated low range cost per click. If you have a quality score close to 10, you're going to be at the low end of the estimate there. If you're closer to 3 quality score as per our research, you're going to be at the high end of the range, and there's an average of 4x difference. So you literally, if you get a 10 score, you could pay $2.50 for a click on the same keyword as somebody else might be paying. You could pay $2.50 per click if you got a 10 quality score versus if you got a 3 quality score for the same keyword, you'd be paying $10 a click. 4x difference in cost per click, whether you get a high or a low quality score. When you're just starting out, Google looks at the expected click-through rate, expected landing page score to see where on that range you are, between $2.50 and $10 per click in that scenario I gave you, half of which is going to be from the expected click-through score, whether you get above average, average, or below average, and then half comes from the landing page experience score, whether you get above average, average, or below average. So obviously this video is about the expected landing page experience, which is going to make up half of the determination. So, but certainly in and itself can drop you from $7 a click to $3 a click before you get that 1,000 clicks on each individual keyword. I am also going to talk about how to get the average expected CTR to where you're going to get that above average every time, or nearly every time as well, just as a bonus, if you will. So with this said, this is a follow-up video on how to peg your expected click-through rate. This is a follow-up video on how to get your expected click-through rate up above average every time. It's the video I posted right before this is about the expected click-through rate and how to get that to be as high as you can. So, and then on that video I said I would follow up on how to get the expected landing page experience as high as you can, and which is what we're doing here on this video as a result. So as far as the landing page experience or expected landing page experience that Google's algorithm is giving you on a keyword by keyword basis, that determines whether you're going to be at the above average, average, or below average rating, which will determine whether you're paying like $7, $5, or $3 for a click. That's about kind of what will happen, whether you're on the above average, average, or below average rating pre-1,000 clicks, whereas after 1,000 clicks on that keyword, it's real click-through rates as per what you're being compared to other people advertising on that same keyword. The process of maxing out your expected landing page experience score for every keyword is as follows. So naturally, you want to have a good landing page, so when you have 1,000 clicks on a keyword, you're going to be, as compared to your competition, you have above average conversion rates, because that's what Google is going to measure as per what you have helped the user or not. more than anything, which if you have a conversion tracking set up, it becomes very easy for them to determine. Otherwise, they're going to determine that by looking at how many people go back to Google, click on something else, which isn't the best determination, but it's a second best option for them. So you want to design the page to actually get good conversion rates beyond doing these things to get your expected conversion rates to be good, or to get your expected landing page experience score to be good, because the long-term profits are more important than the short-term profits. But you don't have to suffer through paying $7 a click when you could pay $3 a click by having a low expected landing page experience score. You just have to do what I'm telling you here to do. So prior to getting those 1,000 clicks, you can take your keyword. I gave you an example keyword here, 24/7 car towing. And on your landing page, you design your landing page to get a good conversion rate. So your long-term real conversion rate and landing page experience score is high, above average. You put that keyword each time directly into the headline. And I know other people probably have told you this, and maybe you've thought of it, but that's the first thing you do. But what other people aren't telling you that we found will much more drastically make sure that you're at the above average rating for all your keywords is in your body copy, as you call it, or as I call it, you're going to sprinkle that same keyword within your copy. So, and going back to the headline of the page, so you're going to make one landing page for each keyword, and you're going to make one ad group for each keyword, so that you have a custom landing page you could take up to for each keyword effectively. And then that landing page has that keyword in the headline, but you don't have to just use the keyword in the headline. You could have other words with it. And for like a local service, we're going to put, if the keyword's 24/7 car towing, we're going to say 24/7 car towing service in Manhattan. Why? Because people always want to know, for a local service, do you do it? Do you cover my area? Can I trust you? And can you do it? And can I trust you? We like to, it's most effective conversion rate wise to put that, get that knocked out for the user in the headline. So we're going to put the keyword and then the city that the user's in. Not the city we're in, but the city the user's in, so that they know we cover their area. And then furthermore, like I said, you take that same keyword, you sprinkle it within the body of the page at least 2 or 3 times. The more, the better. But you don't want to make the page look spammy, because then that's going to hurt your long-term conversion rates. But it's very similar to how on-page SEO works. The algorithm looks for so-called keyword density as to what that page is about. The algorithm, that's all it can do to determine whether your page is going to convert well or not, outside what other pages that inside your account have performed like and at in the past, which is also a big part of your expected landing page experience score. So, but that's pretty much as is. So you have to be in a position, first of all, so you could have a custom landing page for each one of the keywords that you're targeting, and then you put that in the headline and in the body copy at least 2 or 3 times. If you do that, you'll get your landing page experience score, as we found, to be above average more than 50% of the time. You could be close to 100% of the time there using that exact method I gave you if you have a history in your account of getting a high conversion rate and having high landing page experience scores, not expected, but actual landing page experience scores that are above average, because the algorithm clearly, as per what we've proven, looks at how the performance of other landing pages in your account do to determine what the landing page conversion rate and experience for the user will be on new landing pages you're doing. But so when you combine this method I gave you with having above average results on other landing pages that are in your account that you've ran, now almost exclusively are you going to have above average score on every single keyword right out the gate, which puts you in position to pay that $3 a click instead of $7 a click, like I talked about before, which is about the difference you're going to have being above average versus below average on that particular keyword in terms of where the expected landing page experience score ends up at for that keyword. So that's basically the method in a nutshell. Now, I do want to go a step backwards here as well. So in order to do this, you got to have one keyword for each ad group, which many people anymore don't say that's the best way to set up campaigns. 100% beg to differ, and I'll put my money where my mouth is. If somebody wants to, from outside, this channel, another YouTuber wants to challenge me to a click-through rate, whoever can get the highest click-through rate, my ad with the single keyword ad group, where we're putting a single keyword in an ad group, and then as a result of that, being able to make a laser targeted ad for that keyword and a laser targeted landing page, whether that makes more money or not, I'm willing to do that because I know that does that, and that's why I spend the time to do it for all of our clients in order to get guaranteed results for our clients that we got to get them in order to get paid on the services we provide. There's a reason why we do it. We don't do it for our health. It's the best way to get the most results. It puts you in a position to outdo your competition automatically, which if you're going to make good money in Google Ads, you got to be able to do better than the competition that are advertising on your same keywords. Because again, the expected landing page experience score or landing page experience score, click-through rate, expected click-through rate, and click-through rate rating, all is just being measured by you versus the people that are advertising on the same keywords that you're going after. And there's 10 people cycling in and out of those top 4 ad spots on Google in most competitive markets. So you're being benchmarked against everybody else, and whether you pay $10 or $2.50 for a click comes out to, are you going to be in the top of the pile in terms of the top 10% in terms of click-through rate and landing page conversion rate, or are you at the bottom of the pile? And they've set the system up so that if you're at the bottom of the pile, it costs so much for a click, you basically can't afford to do it. You go out on your own without them officially kicking you out, and then so somebody else could come in and try to nip at the heels of the incumbents that are already advertising to try to get them to continuously self-improve, and so on and so forth, which perpetuates a better and better environment for people to click on ads for those keywords in the future. So anyway, I got off track here. So basically, don't listen to what other people tell you about using single keyword ad groups or putting like just one keyword in each ad group, because it crushes it. Still to this day, 2023 and beyond, it still crushes it. It makes more money than putting several keywords in one ad group. At least long term, short term, you might get better results, but you're going to leave out millions of dollars long term in long term results not doing it with single keyword ad groups like that, like we do it. And so basically, you put each keyword in its own ad group, so you can have a laser targeted ad, laser targeted landing page. Furthermore though, you're not going to just take 10 keywords and do that. I wish it was that easy. No, you actually got to go out and find the several hundred ways that people search for your service or product, okay? Then you do your custom ad and custom landing page for each one, so that you can have super tight matching of what people are searching for with the ad that you're showing the user and the landing page you're showing your user, so that you actually get the 50+% of the time you get above average expected landing page experience score. Because if you have 10 keywords, no matter what, that even though ultimately that keyword is exactly matched on your landing page, effectively Google knows that that keyword will trigger more searches than that. And so they already know that your click-through rate isn't going to be that high, as per if somebody was typing in 24/7 car towing services and you targeted that as a keyword, then you had a custom landing page that said 24/7 car towing service. Now, the algorithm knows that's a very specific search. You have a very specific landing page that says that very specific phrase on your page. This is likely to convert at a high rate now. So then they're more apt to give you a high expected landing page experience, because their past experience over millions and millions of ad accounts is the more specific the search, the tighter the match between the search and the landing page language, the more likely that landing page is going to be to convert better. So you want to go ahead and find not just a few ways that people target or search for your product or service, but all the different ways. The way that I do it every time is I'm going to go and look at SpyFu and find all my competitors' keywords they're targeting. I'm going to go to Google Keyword Tool, find all the keywords they're targeting. Then I'm going to mix and match the words. So if I find towing service is being advertised by my competitor, and I find on Google Keyword Tool there's towing company, I'm going to, best towing company, I'm going to take the word best from best towing company, and then I'm going to put that in front of the other keyword I found on SpyFu, where it said I found the keyword towing service to get best towing service. So you get what I'm saying here. I call it generating all the permutations of all the words that we found. So you'll find certain words that on certain keywords that you take that beginning word, put it on another word, now you got a new keyword. And you do that, and then you run a test campaign in Google, a dummy campaign if you will, with all these variants that you found, which you might have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 variants, okay? Certain keywords that don't get searched a minimum amount, Google will say, sorry, low volume, can't bid on this, and that's fine. But what you will end up with is 300 to 400 super solid phrases that do get searched on a regular basis that Google will let you advertise on, and that you can have laser freaking targeted ads and landing pages for each one of those main ways that people are searching for your product or service then. So it starts with the proper keyword research and work up front to get all the ways that people are searching individually, not just grouping it together with, 10 different keywords and then using the keywords and then targeting people with broad match keywords, because this method, what I'm telling you here, it won't work unless you do it the way that I'm talking about and go all the way with it. And then targeting each keyword in an exact match. And then when you get all the money you can make out of that exact match, then you come back to your search terms report, find ways people are searching that you aren't already individually targeting, and then add those as individual keywords, new keywords you're targeting, until you can't do that anymore. And then now you can put a phrase match version of that keyword in an ad group to get a little bit more from it, but don't do it until you've got all the value out of exact match already. And some people ask, well, how do you make sure the right ad shows up for the right keyword? And part of that is due to something called keyword siloing that I use. So going kind of back to the example before, if we're targeting the keyword towing company and then also best towing company, I'm going to add the word best as a negative keyword at the ad group level on the keyword towing company. So that if they type in best towing company, Google will make sure the ad for best towing company that's meant for best towing company actually shows up, not for towing company by itself, if that makes sense. And so you got to do that as well, but that effectively makes sure you have a laser targeted ad that'll show up for each way that people search in your market, so that you could end up with the high expected CTR, high expected landing page experience, and then also high click-through rate eventually, and high landing page experience eventually, by having done this work up front to deliver an amazing experience for your users. And put you in the top 10% of your market, which means you're going to make most of the money and everybody else is going to make little to nothing. Because not everybody makes money in Google Ads. A lot of people don't even track the results, so they don't even know they're losing money. Well, they don't track their leads, and they don't know their leads don't convert into sales at a high enough rate to pay for the cost of the ads. So you can't just look at what other people are doing and say, well, it must work, they've been doing it for a few years, because I could tell you firsthand that's not the case. If you want to for sure make money, you got to do better than your competitors, not just as good as the average guy. Most people aren't making money. And if you have a better click-through rate and a better landing page conversion rate than your competition, the 10 people cycling in and out of the 4 spots there for each keyword, you will make money. I guarantee you will make money, and you'll make a ton of money. You'll make millions of dollars long-term doing that for your business. Just with the proper setup I'm telling you here. So yes, it might be some time to put together a video and have a virtual assistant build this structure out for you, but you're going to end up making millions of dollars off of it over the next 10 years once it's up and going, broken in and everything. So anyway, that is in a nutshell how you do this. Okay, now as far as I mentioned, I would talk about a little bit about how to get a high expected click-through rate to go along with this. And for that, we found 90% of the time or more, you can get an above average expected CTR rating on on every keyword by doing the method I shared with you, right? And then when it comes to writing that custom ad, use this basic formula right here. So if they're using the keyword 24/7 car towing, then you use that exact phrase or very, very, very close version of it in the first headline. Then, and you pen the first headline as in the first position. Second headline, you're going to use best 24 service in Manhattan. So, and this is a local company, so I do it a little bit different for local companies since, like I said, everybody wants to know, do you cover my area? And so we always put that into the ad, otherwise you're not going to get as good a results. But notice kind of what I did here. I kind of regurgitated the keyword again that the user uses into this second headline. So it really reinforces that, like, hey, this is the exact ad that matches what you're looking for here. And people just, when they look for what ad to click on, whatever is closest to what they search for is normally what they click on first, because that's just human, makes it easy for people to decide at that point. You'll end up with ads that get 2 or 3 times the click-through rate than the competition just because you've done that one simple thing. And instead of getting 3.5% click-through rates, you're getting 7 to 15% click-through rates like we do on our ads routinely. So, best 24 service in Manhattan. So you get the general idea. You try to say, like, best, insert some aspect of the keyword that the user searched for, and then service in Manhattan and after it. So it makes it look like that this isn't just a gimmick that you used where you put whatever they typed in the ad. Like, you really are specializing in what they're searching for, and what's on the other side of that ad is exactly what you're looking for. So that's how we found to get the most results. And then furthermore, if you want a little extra tip here, on headline 3, okay, we'll do 5-star rated on, and then name of the company where in your niche that most people pay attention to reviews. So if it's like Home Advisor, 5-star rated on Home Advisor. And you can't necessarily use Google in the ad because your ad will get disapproved. So you have to work around certain things, but that actually hits on every thing that the user cares about. Do you do what I need? Okay, well, you just told me that what I searched for you do. It's because it's right in the headline. Okay, check. Can I do you cover my area? Well, you know, best 24 service in Manhattan. Okay, the service you said that you offer, which I searched for, it, you know, is in my city, so I know you cover my area, and can I trust you? Well, you just told me it was the best service in the area, but on top of that, other people are saying it's the best service because you've got 5-star ratings on Home Advisor, which is a site I know and heard of before. So yeah, this has everything that I'm looking for was click on this ad. And then furthermore, when you take them back to the landing page here, and you right away tell them 24/7 car towing service, you know they right away see that they haven't been bait and switched, and it's in Manhattan like the ad said. And then you have right below it your reviews at Home Advisor for them to see that you really do have these reviews, and I can click on it and go directly to my listing on Home Advisor and verify those reviews. And then I have a few testimonials down at the bottom of the page, of which link to a Facebook profile, which I could see it's a real person, and I could talk to the real person if I wanted to. The page just literally makes it so stupid simple for people to know that you are the one that they could consider going with, that you end up with somebody on their landing page, 15, 20, 25, 30%, 40% of people are going to respond. So, which goes into getting your high landing page experience score once Google's gotten 1,000 clicks on your keyword, like I was talking about before. But anyway, I wanted to throw in there that extra bit of information on how to get the expected CTR score up as well, so that at the end of the day, instead of paying that $10 per click, you're paying the $2.50 per click before you got 1,000 clicks on your keyword. And then after you got your 1,000 clicks, you're still paying $2.50 a click. So you'll jump over the painful period at the beginning where Google doesn't trust you because they don't know anything about you, and the average advertiser doesn't do a good job at all. So you're basically showing them, hey, I'm not just like the average person, and you don't need to wait 1,000 clicks to see it. So, and that's what you want to do, and if you do, then you get rewarded for doing so. So I'll pretty much wrap it up with that. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment below. I get back to every single person who leaves me a comment on this channel, usually within a couple days' time. If you have any ad-related question, feel free to ask me in the comment section, as I love to be able to give back to my viewers. So go ahead and ask anything you'd like. Beyond that, if you like the video though, I'd appreciate if you could give back and give this video a simple like. And if you like the information, you should also check out my other videos. I have information on this channel that I'm sharing with you here that comes from my testing I do as an ad strategist that I do full-time at my ad agency, managing dozens of ad accounts of my clients on an ongoing basis. So unlike most of these YouTubers on YouTube who don't do ad strategy all day long, they're YouTubers, they make money advertising on YouTube and on ad revenue. I don't do that. So it comes straight from the source. So whereas a lot of this other information, speculation, I'm giving you the real on this channel. So you should subscribe, because the stuff that I tell you that works, it really does work, and it'll make you rich if you apply it. With that, I tell you what to stay away from, of course, as well. But if you like the channel, by the way, you can also see my blog at guaranteeppc.com/blog, where I also have direct advice on how to make money with ads that'll guarantee you results, guarantee you make money, like we do offer for our clients here, and the strategies we use to guarantee the results are on that blog. You can also check out my column at entrepreneur.com. I also write about PPC and related topics there, which can also help you out. Beyond that, if you're looking for an excellent ad manager, you should hit me up at guaranteeppc.com. I'd be happy to give you a free assessment to look at what you do, and I guarantee all our work. In that, if I can't get you an increased sales result on your ad account after working with me, I don't charge anything. And so with that, and in fact, we don't charge officially up front until you've gotten that result. So it's what nobody else does, and what you should ask for as a person who, from an ad manager that could get results you should be able to get effectively. We're not the cheapest in the world. We don't work with just anybody. But if you got a great product or service that just needs great marketing, I want to hear from you. I'll give you an estimate on how much results we can get for your company. Nevertheless, whether we work together or not. But with that, and we also, by the way, have tons of templates that work in different markets. If I've already worked in your market before, and you don't want to work with an ad agency like mine, which is understandable in some cases, at least try to see if we've got ad templates that work for your market already. Because if we've worked in 100+ markets already, if we've gotten results in your market, you can use the templates of campaign templates, ad templates, landing page templates that we've gotten results with in your market already. And with that, you can get the same results we were getting after spending years optimizing a campaign in that space already, turnkey for your market with little to no work and little to no time and effort to put in to get those results. So, and we sell it for a one-time fee. So at least you should check out and see if we have that available for your company, because doing all the work manually to figure out what we learned in that market is really just idiotic, basically, for a lack of a nicer way to put it. So if you wanted to know what results we can get for you in your market, if we worked in your market, we can also tell you that up front. So reach out to me if you want to see if we've worked in your market before, what we would charge for the templates for your market that already work and what they deliver. But beyond that, I'll wrap it up with that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you on my next video where we have another great strategy for you then. See you later.